What, did you delete them?
I did. I deleted them.
My God.
I'm sorry. I don't want a bunch of crap on my computer. Keep talking.
Talking.
Talk
Leonard
more.
Snart. Leonard Snart, Captain Cold, is the best Flash villain. He might be the best DC villain.
Captain
Uh,
Cold, the dude that
Captain
wears
Cold.
a parka,
Yeah, yeah, it's true.
he's like a terrible Mr. Freeze.
No, no, Mr. Freeze is a terrible Captain Cold.
I don't know a lot about Captain Cold, but he looks lame. He wears goggles and a parka.
He's
He has a snow
legitimately
gun.
an intelligent mastermind who happens to have a freeze gun.
Why wasn't he in Batman?
Which one?
Any of them?
In Batman? Because he's a Flash villain.
Why wasn't he? Oh, well, that explains a lot.
He's pretty much Winter Soldier for Captain America.
Oh, pretty much,
Yeah.
no. Listen, okay, the
Falcon,
Flash
Winter
is
Soldier.
not
They just
nearly
stole
as
a bunch of money.
cool. The Flash is like
Spider-Man.
he's like Hawkeye of the
Mm,
Marvel. Like no one really cares about the Flash.
It's like
Maybe like one or two people.
you're lying to yourself.
No, the Flash like in the stuff now is fine because he's just like comedy relief. But like when you say who's your favorite DC superhero, like if you say it's the Flash, and I know we're both thinking of the same person, but if you say the
No, no,
Flash,
more people.
out of
Top
all the
10.
superheroes, you like the Flash.
Top 10. What are they called? Justice League? Justice.
Oh, I'm not saying I know he's iconic. Okay, I get it, but to say he's your favorite is
Flash.
absurd.
Flash comes in at number 5.
Oh my,
Above Aquaman, above Green
no,
Arrow,
dude,
above Martian
that's
Manhunter.
not what I'm saying.
No,
I'm
I don't
just
think he's my
saying
favorite. No, Batman's my favorite, of course.
there's a reason the Flash is not nearly as popular as Batman.
I'm saying Captain Cold should be the Batman villain, not Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze, like, his only thing is Nora. That's all. And he knows about cryogenics. That's it. Leonard Snart is intelligent all over the place. It's his thing.
How come I don't know anything about him?
Because you haven't watched any of The Flash.
It's because the Flash sucks.
I agree. Well, the first 3, 4 seasons are pretty solid.
I'm not talking about the show. Like
Pretty
the
sure.
Flash could be so much cooler.
I think The Flash is pretty cool.
No, they should have made him cooler.
Would you say Captain cooler?
That depends. Can he make ice cream with his gun?
Did you see the photo I sent you? Did you see how awesome this guy looked?
I know
Sending you another
what
photo.
he looks like.
Sending you another photo. You can send
Listen,
me photos of your women.
if
eating
I
them,
can go
whatever. Give me
to
this
Old
guy's
Navy
muscles
and
all day.
buy the clothes to cosplay as him, he's not very cool.
Look at this guy. You don't even need to go to Old Navy. Like, you could just, oh my God, like, I want to see this, right? There's a lot of talk right now about all the updated Marvel costumes today. That's been trending all day today. This would look dope. It's still sending. Put my phone up in the air. Maybe that'll help.
Captain Cold.
Real name, Leonard Snart.
Well,
Certified badass.
that does kind of sound like a bad guy name. That's for sure. Okay, the photo you just sent me, yeah, he's not as
Looks
lame
badass.
as the one I know, but and his arms are way more ripped than I knew. But still, like, he's not that cool.
Well, that's what I thought about the Winter Soldier before I knew. I mean, before Marvel like reinvented the character. I'm saying you get the right casting for for Captain Cold. That could be a really, really, really good villain. That
Let me
people
tell you
enjoy.
why it won't be.
Why is that?
It's because he's a DC character.
I mean, we already got
They
Ezra
don't
Miller.
know how to write villains.
Got Michael Keaton. And get let's see, who would be good as Captain Cold?
Army Hammer.
Too old. Because Ezra Miller's young.
Too
I'm thinking younger.
old.
Yeah.
How old does he have to be?
Ezra Miller's age, so like late 20s.
Dude, a
Army
guy
Hammer's like
with those
48.
kind of arms is not late 20s. Late 20s
Well, no,
maybe.
but he has to play like the earlier version of the character. He can grow into it.
You need some 30-year-old dude that's jacked. Like, honestly,
I mean,
like
let's just
Henry
get the dude who played
Cavill
Kanan.
status.
Josh
Just like
Watson.
a big dude.
Oh, he's too big.
No.
Leonard Stark needs to be smaller, like built short.
Dude,
Like
okay,
Victor,
you go
isn't as
back,
big as
you
he
go
needs to get.
back, you go back and look at that photo you just sent me.
That's as big as he needs to get.
That guy's bigger than Henry Cavill.
You're lying to yourself. Sir.
No, I am not. Look
You're
at those.
lying.
Look at those arms. Are you kidding me? That guy looks like a pro wrestler.
Yeah, you can have a pro wrestler who's tiny. Henry Cavill's massive. It's all in the chest, right? Yeah, the dude has big arms, but
This is absurd.
there's no way. There is no way Henry Cavill is smaller than this guy in this picture. Although this is a comic book thing, but I would just like that outfit. The arms could look defined as much as they want, but
You want that outfit?
that outfit looks dope. You could easily make it realistic. I do want that outfit.
Oh,
Do you see how he has the undershirt under
that
it?
outfit
And it
looks
completely
dope.
matches with his out. Yeah, it looks real cool.
Yes.
That's why I got it.
He's a good matcher for sure. He has a lot of style.
It's intelligence.
You know who else has a lot of style?
Polka Dot Man?
I don't know enough about him.
Me either.
I just
We'll
like
find
that.
out
I
when
just like the
Suicide Squad
idea.
comes.
Yeah, I just like the idea that
I'm pretty sure he
they
throws
threw
polka
him in
dot
the movie. That's awesome.
explosives
No idea. He could be throwing black holes for all I know.
like Remy
Remy.
LaRoe, Gambit.
Remy LaRoe? Who's that?
Remy LaRoe? I'm pretty sure that's Gambit.
I don't know if I've ever heard Gambit's name out loud because I've never heard of a Remy LaRoe.
I know it's Remy.
He's French? I thought he was like, oh, well, I guess New Orleans.
He's from New Orleans.
Yeah. Is it Remy LaRoe? Are you sure? Because I feel like I've, in my lifetime, heard Gambit's name, but I don't know what it. I can't remember it. But like, I've never heard Remy LaRoe. It sounds like someone
Remy
that belongs in like Ratatouille.
Remy Etienne LeBeau. LeBeau.
Yeah, they should just call him Gambit.
Yeah, it's only a rogue who would be like Remy. Okay. Ho, ho, ho.
We are amongst them now.
I don't think he's that French.
So I take these cards. Throw them at you.
Oh, speaking of which, I was watching a. I should have sent it to you. You would have loved it. It's a dude throwing cards on. I think it was a TikTok. And he was like doing these insane trick shots. And obviously, like, it was a dude perfect kind of situation where, you know, he did like a bunch of attempts.
Yeah.
But he was like throwing the card 10 feet away and it would land in like an Oreo, in between the Oreo, like where the white filling is. It's really cool. You know what? Let me see if I can find it.
Here's another YouTube idea. Dude perfect, but you get hype when you miss.
No one's going to watch that.
That's the joke, though.
Okay, so TikTok. Card thrower. See if I can find it.
Here's another good thing. Starting out, do a face reveal.
A face reveal?
Yeah.
No one wants to see my face.
No, everybody wants to see. Like, if you create content, eventually, if you don't have your face out there ever at all, then yeah, face reveal is pretty bankable.
Okay, so this video I'm watching. Yeah, this isn't it, but I mean, same concept. Let me do this. There you go. Oh no, but the guy got it. See, this guy, you're just seeing, yeah, that's awesome. You're seeing his mistakes too.
Guy.
Could you imagine being that good with a card, like every time?
I mean, I could, but I also have a job, and I like playing some games. I like
That's not
watching
what I
YouTube
mean.
videos.
I'm
Like,
talking about Gambit.
if I threw like that.
That's pretty cool.
That
How's
is
this kid not getting excited? I mean, that's insane.
pretty- Girl Scouts
And
for
also-
a living.
Buy this kid an Xbox. Like, he's just sitting there throwing cards. Like, go outside. This is worse than playing video games.
This is ridiculous.
I mean, unless like you're gonna be like the best card thrower in the world.
You just go under the chair.
I don't know. Let's go back. Yes, he did. Okay, this guy. This is the real life Gambit.
Stop it, you motherfucker, you. Nice slow-mo. Are you gonna cut it? You're gonna cut it, yeah. Dude.
Do you think he's a magician? Do you think this is why he practices so much? Or do you think he just likes throwing cards? I mean, he looks like 19, 20. I would guess.
I don't know. Scroll down. Look at these comments. Dude's the real life Gambit. There it is. Nice.
Yeah. I respect this guy's video more because the other one I watched, it was just the guy succeeding every single time. Every time it showed different ones he did. I mean, it's cool. It's really cool. But you could tell, because there was a bunch of cards on the floor, you could tell he wasn't like pretending to get it every single time.
Yeah. No, no one's perfect.
Okay, so just so you know, Derek, we have been recording for about 13 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and stop it.
There's your first bonus.
My first bonus?
Your first bonus episode.
Wait, this is this. Who in the hell would want to listen to this?
So, like, this could be the extra bits that what I mean is, like, when we're just talking about random stuff, just shooting the shit.
Yeah.
That's what this is. Because eventually, so the podcasts that you listen to Nerd Soup because you like one or two of the people, right?
I do like Nerd Soup. Yeah, they're a great channel.
And you would listen to them talk pretty much about anything.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, the podcasts I listen to, I'd listen to them talk about anything.
I get it though.
podcasts,
Like, you know, I
but-
get it. I get what you're saying. There's some channels that they're like, who would want us to talk about this? And I'm just like, dude, I'm here.
Yep.
You know, I get it. And it's not that I don't want to hear Nerd Soup talk about anything. Like, they already do that. I'm already listening to that. So
Right.
it's fine. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get
You
that.
have it, right? You just have it, right? It's extra. You just throw that into your Patreon 5-tier, whatever.
All right. Well, you guys heard it first. Apparently, this recording was meant for someone one day. This is the first recording ever.
History.
History. 15 minutes.
Lost episode.
Wow.
Episode 0.
No, dude, it's like
-1.
no, it's got to be like something crazy, like
000.
episode alpha.
Okay.
I don't know, some sort of symbol,
that works.
some sort of a
Can we
weird.
call it
I wish I was smart enough to come up with something clever, but I'm not.
episode 360?
No, because that's
And
the
then
number.
we can, well, no, we'll just follow Microsoft's business model. We'll go episode 360 and then episode 1.
Yeah, let's just follow Final Fantasy's business model as well, and just throw an XV7649er.
Yeah.
Realm of the Crusades Part 3. Yeah, they have a very interesting. I don't even think they know, by the way, like what game they're on. I think they're just like honestly putting numbers into a randomizer. Like, all right, this is we're just gonna
I don't
we're just gonna call it Oblivion 7. You know what I mean? It's just a bunch of random stuff.
Luna, Riku, and Pain. Three girls. That's the only one I ever watched.
You know that one, huh? It's like I don't even know them by name. Okay, when you say that, I know. I recognize the names and I can put them to their faces.
Mhm.
But I didn't really care for any of the Final Fantasy games. I think the only one I've ever played is the original. Well, not the original, sorry. The one that everyone loves, the original 7. And then I played, was it 15? That was supposed to be like the really big one that came out like 3-4 years ago.
I don't know.
I think so. And you play as like this kid who is like a princely dude. He's very emo looking. He has this posse of like 3 dudes, and you go on road trip, and like the brotherly camaraderie is fun. It's a fun aspect, and like just doing random stuff is kind of interesting too. But I know a lot of people were really let down by that game because it was supposed to be a big deal. But like I don't know, I played through it. I beat the game. It was fine. I didn't like it. I mean, that's the thing. I can't tell you one of their names.
I haven't even beat Skyrim.
And also their fashion. I think that's the thing that I took away from that game more than anything, is their fashion. I remember reading an article that whoever designed the characters actually designed the fashion in real life as well, and it was stupid expensive. Stupid expensive. We're talking like beyond Gucci prices. Just stupid expensive, because like they are very fashionable. I don't know. I don't want to throw them into that term. You know, I don't know. Like it's very what's the word I'm looking for? It's fashion forward for sure.
Okay.
Progressive.
Okay. As in like progressive in what way? Like,
well, so like for example, like it's trend setting almost.
Oh, I see. Okay, so just pop culture, like culture-esque, like.
Yeah. But then like also I feel like cuz like in fashion how a lot of, from what I understand, I could be completely wrong, but a lot of like not a lot, but I mean there's definitely an amount of men that are gay that create their own fashion, like for women and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like that. Like they're very good at what they do, but they're thinking of a very specific audience. And so like someone like me, I don't know, like I think it would give me a very specific label if I tried to pull off that kind of fashion. Yeah.
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 Well, I mean, like Gucci isn't necessarily like Wrangler is fashion.
Oh yeah, but like that's different. Like Wrangler, Gucci, all of that. Like you can wear Gucci, and I mean the label you get is you like finer things.
Kentucky Derby, like drip is what they call it.
No, I'm trying to think of the word. Like in
Lady Gaga.
No, it's like it's not homosexual, but it's almost like metrosexual. That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very metrosexual.
Yeah. I just saw on Twitter and I liked it too. It was hilarious. This dude, super tall. Imagine Skinny Gru
Yeah.
from whatever, Despicable Me.
Okay.
Imagine Skinny Gru, but he likes wearing dresses, and he's like an incredibly intelligent robot engineer, and he just wears dresses like. Let me see.
No, that's
tweet it at you.
fine. I mean, you do you.
I'm gonna tweet it at you. This dude looks fabulous, man.
I bet dresses would be nice. I mean, when I wear a robe after like a shower and stuff, which I don't do often, I'm just talking like at a hotel. Like it's nice, it's comfortable. I don't know if I'd like it out in public. Not necessarily like how I look, just the feeling. I don't know. I definitely feel like exposed.
I'm sharing
We
this
are
with you.
amongst them now.
I'd also feel just not dressed. I don't know. I don't know how I would explain it. So like I know like girls will or even guys, whatever. But some people will wear like their leggings underneath a dress.
Irish people wear kilts.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying like I don't think I can go out and not have some sort of pant or garment on underneath, you know. It's just not me. But you know what? Like going back to the metrosexual thing, that's actually one thing I've always, well, not always, growing up specifically when I was like a teenager, I was into that look. I wasn't wearing it myself, but like I liked that about the Final Fantasy games, like Cloud.
Yeah.
Like I liked his fashion. It was cool. It was really cool. Before he went like, and I still like his gothic look too, where he has like the black trench coat and stuff. But when he just wore like combat pants and I don't even know what kind of material it is, but it's like that vest that has the lines in it. Not vest, but it's like a sweater and it's cut off. A lot of military people always wear them in like films and stuff. I don't know why, but it's very, very popular. There's a very specific name for it, but I like his style. And like in like the Kingdom Hearts games when I was a teenager playing that growing up, you know, like all the Final Fantasy characters, they looked cool. I like Leon with his, you'd like Leon, you know who he is, right? It's the guy that uses
Resident
the
Evil?
sword gun thing, and he has like
Don't know this person.
pants. You should just look him up. Look up Leon. He's one of the main Final Fantasy character guys in one of the games. I think it might be 9. I don't know for sure. I never was really into Final Fantasy. I was more into Kingdom Hearts. He's cool.
He is pretty cool. He just looks like a penguin.
He looks like a penguin?
Yeah, he looks like a sexy femboy penguin.
A penguin.
It's like something penguin would wear, vulture, but penguin colors. That little jacket with the puff, like Bane.
No, it's just fur. It's stylish.
Mm-hmm.
Look up Cloud, though. Look up original Cloud. He's wearing his little vest thing. I'm not talking like with all the armor and stuff on it.
Show no mercy. What lies
Yeah,
ahead?
Cloud's pretty cool.
Cloud's awesome, and he's also one of those, like, I want to be very clear. I'm not attracted to him, but like I do like how he, like, I always wanted to look like him. There's a very, very specific term for like, he's what they call like a lady boy. I don't know what the term is.
Women want him. Men want to be him.
Yeah, but he's very pretty. He's a very pretty boy. Is like the term I'm trying to think of. It's a very specific style of art, or no, I'm serious. It's a whole
I was
trend.
gonna say.
Like
Are we allowed
Link,
to swear?
Link
Are
from
you
Zelda
recording?
is also one. It's
you
I don't know what the word is, but it's literally calling them like a pretty boy,
Oh,
and it has nothing to do with their sexuality,
yeah.
their preferences. It's just is like how they're drawn, I guess, where they have kind of a feminine.
Is that more like anime?
I don't know.
Isn't that lolly?
I don't know what the term is. I can't remember.
Ecchi?
I'm not sure. No idea.
Weird water here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Riku's my favorite.
Well, yeah, he's one too. 100%. Same with Sora. It's when they're pretty boys, but
Twinks?
no. I think it's a Japanese word.
I think you're thinking of Ecchi.
Could be. I don't know. But it's when they're very very pretty as a boy, but they have still masculine features that set them up as a male.
Well, you know what? Maybe it's not etchy.
And it's usually the
I don't-
jawline, I feel like, is where it's at. But
don't
I
think
mean,
it
they
should
could
be this.
easily like. There's even the part in the game, in 7 where Cloud dresses up as a woman, and like it's, I totally believe it because he could get away with it.
Non-binary.
I don't. No.
Non-binary is basically when they can look either.
It's a
female or
slang word, like you just kind of said, like lolly or whatever. I don't remember what it's called.
male. I'm looking up lolly if I get put up on a.
I don't know what
list.
lolly is. I think it's bad.
Oh, lolly is just a little girl
What
thing.
do you call a?
Oh my god, I should not have googled this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure lolly's bad. A pretty boy.
Oh boy, I should not have googled that. Don't Google lolly.
Okay. Yeah, it's like it's a drawing term.
Yeah,
And the only reason I'm familiar with it is there's a YouTube channel that I actually really like. They're called Drawfee, and there's one of their artists likes to draw these pretty boys. I can't remember.
Zoolander.
No, I don't know. I don't think we're gonna find it. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I've described it perfectly. Oh wait, I just think I found it. It's called a Bishonen.
Spell it.
Bishonen. They're also known as bishies, I believe.
Oh, God.
It literally translates from Japanese as a beautiful boy. Describes the aesthetic that can be found. Despite a young
Like
man of androgynous beauty. They're called
Androgynous.
Bishonen boys, I believe.
Pretty sure androgynous means both genders, right? And
But yeah, if you just look up Bishonen and then go to like images, 100% it's gonna look like a bunch of dudes that look like Cloud, Final Fantasy. Another really good term that's realistic is like K-pop, the K-pop guys.
Yeah,
I think they would all be in that category.
yeah, for sure. Dude who plays Liu Kang, 100%.
What?
Could be in a K-pop. Like I saw a couple of his interviews, and he
No.
looked like he could be in a K-pop band.
No.
Not him in the movie, no, but him out of the movie.
Oh, out of the movie?
The actor. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
Dude, man
he was
is,
very
man is
cut.
K-pop.
He is Asian, I believe.
Okay, so he had his shirt on, and I
Can
was
you
like,
be in a
that would
K-pop
kind of-
band and not be Asian? Is that possible?
Sure.
Can you?
Yeah, if you know Korean, yeah.
Non-Asian K-pop guy. Let's see if it even comes up. Yeah. I don't think they're popular.
No, yeah, probably not.
The first one, meet the world's first non-Korean K-pop group. They're a bunch of white dudes.
No,
Not
no.
surprised.
Can we not steal their culture?
I'm
Like,
not
are they
surprised.
from Korea?
I don't think so.
Oh, then we need to stop that. It's one thing if they live in Korea, they know Korean.
Oh
they
my
know the culture,
gosh,
that's one thing,
dude.
but they're just doing it just to do it.
He doesn't look real. He looks like a doll. Wow. Let me show this to you. Hold on.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, he looks like a doll.
No, oh, that's not right.
He looks like a wax figure.
I watched, by the way, an anime
Did you?
about like crime syndicate, and the
Okay.
boss send people to do missions or whatever, and when they failed, he would make them change their sex into female, and then they would turn them into K-pop girls.
Okay, you lost me at the last part. But I thought I have heard of that concept in an anime before, and it's a popular
messed
one,
up.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty popular, but it's messed up.
Sounds like it.
It's like it goes through their emotions of being. It's kind of like Human Centipede-esque, where you're so frightened, you're like, oh my god, these poor people must be like suicidal and sad, and they're being forced to like get hit on by guys. Then that's not their sexual preference. One guy leans into it and he actually accepts it, and he's pretty cool with it, which is fine. But the other two are devastated
Because they can't flirt with women?
because they get forcibly sex changed by their crime boss. They either get the choice,
so they get turned into a woman.
yeah, to make money for the crime syndicate. They get turned into women, and then the crime syndicate has them perform K-pop songs and stuff. They become uber famous. It's pretty messed up.
And then all the straight heterosexual guys want to be with them.
Yep, they hit on them. They sexually assault them.
Whoa.
The gang members come
It gets
in
to
and
that
sexually
point?
assault them.
There's like
it gets really bad.
molestation?
Yes. It gets really, really bad.
What the hell kind of anime are you watching?
I have some weird anime friends.
Dude, I don't know. Like, I like anime, but like when it comes to like that rapey kind, I'm not really. But if it to an extent, like what you're describing, I think I could get through because it sounds like it has a reason why they're doing it. They're not just doing it to try to get someone excited, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is like what would happen if we forcibly sex change people, made them into pop stars. And
see, I'm okay with
explore
that.
their
I'm
feelings.
totally okay with that because it's exploring what they believe would happen. And like that's a form of art, 100%.
Kind of messed up though, because you're expecting a hero redemption at the end, and there is not one. There is no way. It's a
So
bummer.
it's just that doesn't
Bummer
sound
anime.
like a show I'd enjoy.
No.
Is the art style good?
I'm not a fan of cartoons or anime or anything.
How dare
drawn,
you?
so.
How dare you say cartoons when I ask you if an anime has
It
good art
doesn't look
style?
as good as King Kong versus Godzilla, so
Okay,
I don't
but
care.
that's not a cartoon or an anime.
It was drawn.
Digitally, which
Yes.
I think animes are too, but it's a very specific type of.
Yeah. All of it is anime / cartoon to me. I know there's different styles. I don't really.
So when you see
they're
an
all
animation,
insane.
like, let me think of a good one. You don't appreciate animation?
I mean, I appreciate it. It's just all the same to me. So like, Pokemon is the same thing as Sailor Moon. Is the same thing as
No.
Demon Slayer. All
No.
of that to me, I didn't-
No.
anime.
First of all, animation's gotten better over time, obviously. So like to compare Pokemon to Demon Slayer, terrible example.
Yeah,
My example of what I would want to ask you is like compare Pokemon to like Toy Story because you're saying cartoons and animation's all the same to you.
Yeah,
So when you see something like Toy Story,
it's the believability. If I don't see a human shot in film, then I don't believe. Like the Magical Train Journey, whatever that one with Tom Hanks is, Polar Express. That it drives me absolutely insane because it's not real.
yeah, but the thing is like anime and even cartoons for that matter are an expression of a very specific art style that is from the actual artist. So like you look at something like Rick and Morty, right? Has a very, very specific art style. Very,
Right.
very easy to, point out. And then you compare it to something like The Simpsons. Obviously, they're both two cartoons, but The Simpsons also has probably one of the, if not the most iconic art style in the world for cartoons. I think, you see a Simpson, you're like, oh, that's 100% a Simpson. They're very easy to point out. That's the beautiful thing about like anime as well, is with anime, like just for example, the Demon Slayer I just watched a couple of months ago. Really, really good. I don't know the technologies behind animation. I'm not super familiar with it and stuff, but they had some scenes that were very, very well produced. really well rendered, where it's just like, oh, like I appreciate an artist who did this. You know, like it's not just, oh, like I'm just gonna look at the screen and see what's happening in front of me. For me, at least, like I'm seeing what's happening. I'm enjoying the story, but like at the same time, someone put their art into it. Same with like Attack on Titan. That one's a great example of good quality animation, in my opinion. I mean, you can have other animes that aren't as showy, you know, and like what's that one that you really liked?
Hunter.
No, the
We're on High School Host
that one.
Club.
That's the one. See, like that one, I don't think is thought of as like, oh well, this is a very specific. I mean, for sure, there's some people, but like the reason people like that isn't necessarily the art style, even though it is unique. It's cool. It's pretty generic though when it comes to anime, but it's, you know, the storytelling that really brought people to that show and why they liked them, why they liked it so much. You know, but there are definitely some animes that have just incredible renderings, incredible animation that just are breathtaking. It's just like, whoa, like what am I witnessing? This is really cool. And like the technology that they put into it. Like, for example, when I see something that is just very dynamic, like I'm kind of a noir, dark, like I like that feeling and stuff. So like when I watch an anime that has like rain and they're like in a city that is, you know, smoggy and stuff, and they're setting the mood and stuff. Like that's the beautiful thing about anime, is they can create what directors are trying to capture. So instead of trying to capture something, they can literally do it without having to go and, you know, make it work with special effects or whatever, you know.
Yeah, I like special effects, and practical effects are my favorite.
Oh, it's definitely more challenging for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's definitely a lot of talent in animation too, just because you don't just draw and then whatever. Like one of my favorite examples is there's a documentary on Finding Nemo that is really, really cool, because one thing that you definitely take for granted, I know I did, that you don't really consider is just incredible, is the technology they put into that movie to create the ocean and the waves and how they worked. It is fascinating. It is fascinating. There's a billion little, if I remember right, it's like a billion little circles that move and stuff, like sand. And like that's how they did it. But like so much technology went into just the waves alone to be able to capture that. And like when you watch Finding Nemo, you're like, yeah, there's no way that's not the ocean. You know, like you look at it and you're like, oh, that's incredible. Yeah, I'm looking at the ocean. Where like if you're looking at something in like anime, for like example, the Host Club one, right? They have scenes of the ocean, but I mean, it's just a very simple capture of what the ocean is.
Right,
So
right.
pros and cons to like different kind of animations and stuff, but like to say animations and cartoons are the same, no,
To me, I throw them in the same category.
they're not.
Spider-Verse, all that. It is, if it's
That's
not
like saying
practical
TVs
stuff,
and movies are the same.
I mean, I do watch them the same.
Yeah, but they're not the same.
I understand.
I mean, end result, kind of. I get it. I get what you're saying. It's fine. You're just wrong.
That's fair. That's fair. I can be wrong about anime. That's okay.
Speaking of which, you didn't watch all of Demon Slayer, did you?
I didn't watch it at all. No. The only reason I'm even planning on watching it is because I respect the business model of doing a season on Netflix or whatever, and then making people go to a movie theater to watch the bridge to the second season. I think that's really good marketing, and I respect that. That's the only reason I want to watch it.
Well, they just came out with a movie, I think, and it's I think I read something that it is like the highest grossing movie in North America that is a foreign film, something like
Probably.
that. It's really crazy.
It beat Spirited Away in Japan,
Spirited Away is incredible, by the way.
and it beat it. Which means the future
what's
of
his
your
name?
theaters is
I
anime.
gotta look up his name now. That guy, I call him the Walt Disney of Japan,
I'm gonna
because
guess Kojima.
is it Kojima?
I don't know. I'm guessing. I think Kojima's the video game guy.
I think it might be too. The director's name is Miyazaki. Kojima is the video game company, by the way. I think you're thinking of Miyazaki as well. Isn't that the guy behind Dark Souls? Isn't his last name Miyazaki as well? But yeah, Hayao Miyazaki is the director. He's like the Walt Disney guy I was thinking of. I gotta double check this. There's some iconic Japanese names that I get confused. Yeah, no. So Hidetake Miyazaki is the guy behind Dark Souls. So yeah, they both have the same last name. I was right there.
Nice.
Yeah, they're both really cool. Really talented individuals.
So, yeah, this is going to be the new model for anime. They're going to make so much money, and Americans right now are just eating anime up. So,
yeah, and anime is great. It's awesome. I wonder if Japanese Netflix has Miyazaki films, because I think the only one I've seen of his, I know I've seen Spirited Away. I gotta look at his IMDb. He's still alive too, which is great. I wonder if he's still doing any films. Oh yeah, I've seen the Moving Castle one, so I have seen that one. That one's really interesting.
I haven't seen any of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, and anime is not my thing. Actually, I've seen Ponyo. Sorry, I've seen
Have
Ponyo.
you?
Yeah.
I have not
They
seen
made me
that
watch
one.
that. They made me watch that in one summer with children. I think Tina Fey's in Ponyo.
Wait a minute, is that guy? Is that Lupin?
Which one?
Time out. Hold on. It is Lupin. Is he behind Lupin? Or did he just direct a film that was Lupin? Lupin was a show that I watched. It was kind of more of like an adult show. Not like, sexually, but like it was a more mature show. That I remember it would be on Adult Swim. And he's basically, if I remember right, I could be totally wrong, but I'm pretty sure he's like a pervy spy. Kind of an Austin Powers kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wonder. I don't think he created Lupin, but that's weird. He did a Lupin movie. Yeah, Spirited Away is by far his best, and like I can't. I mean, obviously, I haven't seen all his films, but
Go
I
up
think
to
it's the one
Ponyo real
he's the
quick.
most popular.
And then the
known for.
cast.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
you got
okay.
Matt Damon.
Yeah, Tina Fey. Look, I did remember this right. Liam Neeson, Kate Blanchett. And Liam Neeson played, I think. So this was an okay movie. This was fine, but mostly because the voice actors were fun to like pick out.
Well, it has a pretty good rating on IMDb.
Yeah, it's decent.
Well, I mean, you got to remember, like I said, this is like the Walt Disney of Japan.
Yeah.
Instead of
Through
doing
my
princess
perspective.
movies, he did these. You got Christian
Christian
Bale
Bale?
on this. That's interesting.
Nice.
I wonder if there's any people who'd recognize in Spirited Away.
Run again. Let's do it again.
I know. Could you imagine? I don't recognize any of those names. They're probably like high class animation voice actors, though. Mark Hamill was in Castle in the Sky. That's cool.
Anna Paquin. Nice.
James Vanderbeek.
James Vanderbeek, I think, is a TV talk show host. He's even an actor.
Look at that. You got the power couple, Emily Blunt and John Krasinski in The Wind
Oh my
Rises.
goodness. Martin Short, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
This is the last
Okay.
one I was
William H.
familiar with
Macy.
him releasing. It's the one about the war, if I remember right. Yeah. Wind Rises, fictionalized biographical film.
He's got
Designing the...
He's got some pull, then. Anime should definitely be a
Oh,
slab
man,
on
excuse
the
me.
movie trivia schmodown.
Yeah, no, I agree. Stanley Tucci, huh? Martin Short.
That's
Wow,
well,
that's
well.
a power cast, man. Then again, like, I guarantee you all these people were super on board when they knew, oh, this is a Miyazaki film. Yeah, I want to be a part of it.
They probably make tons of money for very little work.
Well, I don't
They
know.
gotta do voice work?
I think there's a lot of work in voice work. Especially because I think what happens, I don't know if it happened in this, but usually what happens in animation is, obviously animation's usually done in anime, in Japanese first, right? And so the animators will animate the characters to the Japanese, what's being said.
Mm-hmm.
So for example, if they say, hello, my name is Joe, they animate that sentence that long. But what happens then is when they take it over to English, in English, instead of saying, hello, my name is Joe, for us, it might be Joe's my name. And it's a lot shorter.
Mm-hmm.
And so basically what they have to do is they have to rewrite it in English to fit the sentences of what they're saying in Japanese. Even though, like, because Japanese, usually their sentences are longer because they have more words, I guess. I don't know how to even say that. But there's a lot of work into going from Japanese to English with anime. It's not just like, oh yeah, you can just do it. No, they have to basically rewrite it to be able to fit each scene to make it make sense with how their mouths are moving and all of that. So like when you're the voice actor, you have to say it very specifically and very timely to be able to fit the scene. Instead of just saying, like, you don't just go and act and be like, oh, well, that's a castle in the sky. No, like, you might have to go, oh, well, that is a castle in the sky. Yeah, you'd have to change it.
Castle in the sky?
Yeah. It's really fascinating.
A castle in the sky. You can
just like that. 100% like that. You'd have to change it. And so, like, if it's weird, they're not going to do that. They might go, like, hey, look at that. Is that a castle in the sky? Like, they'd have to change the entire sentence, but make it say the same thing.
It's a castle in the sky.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. You could be a generic guy. I'd hire you.
Nice.
A guy that, like, something falls on and kills. And then, like, you play another character that's some sad farmer. And then you also play a bunch of different characters, Like what they do in the Elder Scroll games. They just have the same voice actors for, like, 20 people. Like, there's that one dude that it's the most Nord sounding guy, and you're like, it'd be like having Liam Neeson or Sean Connery like voice 20 different people. Like, it's so recognizable.
I would hire Sean Connery to voice every character in the video game, even the women.
Is that a goat you have there, Lash? Well, yes, it is a goat that I have here.
You are Dragonborn. What is Dragonborn? I don't care. Just move on.
A dragon. I saw a dragon in the sky. Hush now, mother. You shall know. Could you imagine?
Be perfect.
Oh, man.
That's a
Sean
video
Connery,
game.
Man.
Every character is the same voice.
You just need to be a modder now and create that. Go back and mod every single line and record it as if you're Sean Connery.
Well, let me look at a line. Let's see. Let's get Skyrim. Let's get a Skyrim dialogue. What was it, the arrow in the knee? That's the meme, right?
Look up. No, I know a character you should look up. Look up Rayloff of Riverwood. He has
Rayloff?
I think that's the voice actor guy that I'm thinking of.
Riverwood.
Rayloff of Riverwood. Yep, that character that the voice actor is playing. He like plays 90% of the Nords.
Oh, he sounds like Cesaro. You should look up Cesaro promo.
We don't talk about wrestling here.
Oh, he's a video. He plays video games. He's not a wrestler.
Who is Cesaro? I thought
He plays video games. Look up Cesaro promo.
Are you lying to me?
You spelled it way wrong. There you go. Wait, go back.
He is 100% a wrestler, you freaking
He also
liar.
plays video games. He
No,
plays
this
video
is the
games too.
Canadian dude.
Then go down to his interview and listen to it. He's not Canadian. He's Swiss.
That was close. Red and white. Okay, I remember that.
Listen to his voice.
And I
His
remember-
voice sounds exactly like this dude.
It's Groundhog Day in WWE as hardcore fans.
No. This guy's gonna talk about. Hey, I didn't like the promo. The promo was bad. Go down to either him talking or that interview at the very bottom with the guy where he actually talks. You're gonna have to find a video. Yeah, that middle one right there. Cesaro goes behind the scenes.
New Kit Kat duos,
Sure,
mocha
yeah, that's
and
what
chocolate. Have a
Oh,
break.
man.
Have a Kit
I hope-
Kat.
Hey, we can get rid of Kit Kats. We don't need those anymore.
Cesaro, you were drafted in the 6th round to Raw. How are you feeling about all of this?
Well, first of all, not too happy to be drafted. You know, as
Yeah.
what was it 17th
yeah.
in the 6th?
That does not sound anything like the guy I was just talking about.
I like this guy.
Rayloff of Riverwood. I can't do his accent. The Dragon of End Times. But I mean, honestly, it's the same voice on so, and he's not even trying. He's not even trying.
Vampire.
It's the exact
Vampire.
same voice.
See that ruin up there? Bleak Falls Barrow. Like you just stick your tongue on your teeth and then talk like a vampire. It's pretty close.
That actually is pretty. Like it doesn't sound like him, but yeah, that sounds Nord-ish.
Yeah.
Is that the Transylvanian?
Ooh.
Really?
Spooky back. I don't know.
I don't know either.
It sounds like. That's what
That's-
Rayloff sounds like.
It's an interesting take. Huh. But yeah, that voice actor, you go and play Skyrim and you run into that exact same voice on like just a guard. He'll be like, "Is there a problem, citizen?" And you're like, "Wait, is that right? What's going on?"
We can circle this all the way right back around to anime. I'm just saying, Skyrim would be cool. It'd be cooler if Rayloff was voiced by the same dude who is Vegeta. That's all. It'd be way more exciting. Instead of
The
whoever he
Japanese
is.
voice actor or the English?
The English. I should be specific. Yeah, English. Yeah, and then we could get Frieza to play.
I do like his
somebody
voice actor, but I don't want him in Skyrim.
What?
else. You've listened to.
Speaking of good voice actors with Dragon Ball, the guy who does Goku, amazing voice actor. He's done
He's pretty
a
good.
lot of people.
Yeah, it sounds like Sakuno, the Twitch streamer.
Yeah, well, no,
So,
I'm
Frieza's laugh.
saying that he doesn't sound like Goku in real life.
Withdraw!
Like
Oh,
he,
yeah.
Bloodshed awaits!
Yeah, he's probably doing like radio voice.
well, no, like let's look it up. Let's look it up because he,
So like, there's me talking to you now. That's normal voice, and then there's me going like,
no, he
and I-
literally can change his voice.
Yeah. People do this.
Okay, so obviously he's very well known for Dragon Ball,
Like-
but he's also done.
Dragon Ball.
Yeah, he was in Berserk. I can't remember what guy he
Stupid.
was.
From Wrestling Federation. What is that? Oh, I gotta Google that. Oh, that better not be an anime. That better be a real thing. Oh man. Oh my god. Oh my, it's real.
Don't you wish you kind of had one of those voices that you could voice anyone, and people don't like necessarily like the guy who voices what's his name in the Uncharted games?
Troy Baker.
Troy Baker, is that his name?
It's either Troy Baker
Yeah,
or
he has like the best generic voice on this planet.
Yeah.
Because he is in everything. He's in everything.
My goodness.
And like that's the thing is I don't know, maybe it's just me, but like when I hear his voice, unless someone like points it out, I don't recognize him.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't tell voice actors much.
Some you can.
I mean, like, it's not something I pay attention to very often, unless I go to a movie like Poño or Poño, and I know that Tina Fey's in it, then I'll listen for it.
Troy Baker, I didn't even know this. Troy Baker was Joel in The Last of Us.
Mm-hmm.
And he's also
Numerous Batman criminals.
oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Nathan. He's also Nathan Drake, and they don't sound anything alike.
Yeah. Voice actor.
Well, yeah, no kidding. Speaking of being talented and stuff,
Let them know death's touch.
I am going to go watch the Schneider Cut. And
Right now?
hopefully, no, probably. I don't think I'm going to get through it because it's 4 hours, but
Yeah, it's like 8 hours long.
yeah, I just hear it's a lot more better. Or does that even make sense? I'm tired.
Better.
It's just better.
It is better than the Joel. No, not Joel. Fuck, who am I thinking of?
You're thinking of the Marvel dude. I'm trying to think of his
No.
name.
Who does the video? Who does the board game YouTube series?
You're throwing me off. My mind doesn't work the way yours does. But it's not Sam Raimi. It's
Nerd. He's a nerdy. He's a nerd.
well, dude, you kind of have to be a nerd with those kind of movies if like you're a true fan, and that's totally fine. I would prefer that. You know,
Joss Whedon.
Joss Whedon. That's him.
They call it the Justice League.
Yeah, I think it goes back to what I was saying about anime. You know, it's just two different styles, and his style did not work well with the
You'll
original
see.
idea.
You'll see. When you watch that movie, finish that movie, and then go on YouTube and watch the differences. Yeah.
No, I'm sure. Yeah.
And
I
there's a
mean,
beautiful-
editing can do so much for you.
I'm curious about what you think about the Flash's, because there's one scene about the Flash that you see that a lot of people either really liked or really hated. I loved it. I thought it was beautiful.
Does he kill someone? Does he like run on them and they implode?
It's basically he's just trying to get a job at a puppy place.
Lies beyond.
Yeah, that's all though. Jesus. I'm watching the UFC fights I missed tonight.
Huh.
Dude got spine busted.
Well,
Wow.
good luck with that. So yeah, I guess this is our first official podcast.
Nice. Well, there you go.
We only talked about wrestling for like 2 minutes. I'm very happy.
Cesaro.
No, that's not an invitation, by the way, to talk about wrestling.
Swiss Superman.
So Superman.
That's what he's called. Yeah.
Okay, you're pulling me in. Not happening. It's not happening. He ain't no gamer. Liar.
He is a gamer. What do you mean? Yeah, go to up, down,
Anyone that does anything can say they're a gamer, but that's not
gamer.
what he is.
down. He's a gamer.
He's a wrestler that does gaming.
Yeah.
Okay, don't mix
Yeah.
bags with me.
Mix.
You're mixing.
Okay.
You're mixing, man. I don't like it.
All right.
I don't like it. That's like saying it's like saying Matthew McConaughey is a life coach. No, he's not. He's an actor that probably gives life coach lessons,
I
but
wish I
he
could
is
do
an
that.
actor. sir. By the way, I actually think he would be a phenomenal life coach. But I digress. That is the end of the episode. This was not an official good batch episode, but if for some reason you stuck around this long, I applaud you. Just rambling, honestly. I hope it was somewhat entertaining. But other than that, do you have anything else to say, Derek?
Over 9,000.
Yeah, you should definitely try to find your career path in voice animation. I think you do great.
Nice.
Until next time, thank you everyone for tuning in. Cheers and Godspeed.